Folks, how's it going? It is August 12th, 2013, and we're here to do the Monday Night Raw review. How does this show start, if you ask? Let me tell you. Wade Barrett's already in the ring. Daniel Bryan comes out and he says, hey, we're going to have a match because you shaved my beard off and I was going to shave your beard off and you didn't do it, and so whatever. So Daniel Bryan comes out and they have a match, and Brad Maddox is the referee because she's a tough guy, and Wade Barrett gets a roll, and all of a sudden, Wade Barrett wins. It's like, wait a minute, Brad Maddox has a very, very, very bad reputation as a referee. Why are we going to keep letting him be a ref? Moving on. Randy Orton versus Damian Sandow, winning the bank versus Money in the Bank. Cody Rhodes on commentary here. Randy Orton wins by distraction from Cody Rhodes, linking off into the matches that are going to happen at Summerslam. The Shield have an interview about their match because
mahogany Money in the Bank briefcase.
Solid. The Shield have an interview backstage, and they're like, listen,
we are the new breed. We are the best.
There's going to be a battle royal to determine who's going to fight for the United States Championship. They said any two people that want to battle for the tag team titles, come at them.
Which we decided that we would not.
No, we like them too much.
That's not us this time. That's not our WWE debut, guys.
Nope.
Stay tuned.
And then we got a Brock Lesnar vignette that we already saw on SmackDown, which no one watches, so it was good. Yep. Then CM Punk's backstage talking. He's like, listen.
Stage day.
Ain't your day.
Come to the king you best not miss.
And he did say that. That was the best part of it.
Shout out to the wife. Hey, Omar.
Total Divas segment of the night. Ooh. Khali and Natalya versus Big E and AJ Lee. They're going. Natalya gets the sharpshooter. AJ taps the ref, wasn't looking. Natalya stands there and then it was the most confusing thing I've ever seen. She gets her back in and she taps again. So
yeah, a great way to get some heel heat would be an AJ win there.
Yeah. And then we got Vince and Bradley Maddox in the ring talking about how Vince wants Brad Maddox to be the referee because they need a fair referee and he can make it up for him. The game interrupts and the game comes out and he says, no, I will be the special guest referee, yeah. And he pedigrees Brad Maddox. Okay, welcome to wherever we are now. Kane versus Titus O'Neil. Kane gets the win. The Wyatt's theme hits. What happens?
Kane escapes.
Kane escapes.
Yeah, he gets an escape rope.
And then he says, yep, Pokemon reference. He lights the ring on fire and Bray Wyatt sits there like, that's what Bray Wyatt does. And we're like, whoa, easy, Bray Wyatt. Today is not your day. And then we got the Bellas backstage. This was the real Total Diva segment of the night. I got the Bellas and Eva Marie, Natalya, and Tons of Funk. They're like, what about Summerslam? And I said, all right. Then we got a very emotional Christian promo where Christian says, you know what? All I want is one more match. Just one more match. And he will get it at SummerSlam. The Usos fought the Real Americans. Why? I don't know. Because one of them's dating Trinity. And they get it, they're going. Usos win because they're the Usos. Fair enough. Hold on for a minute. This next segment, though.
Ash Ketchum would appreciate the backwards hat. Put it on and turn it backwards in honor of Ash. Ladies and gentlemen,
let us talk about this.
We're talking about a segment with two guys who are notorious among you guys as not being the best talkers. Not being the best talkers. Like what? They have a big vocabulary.
They don't know big words.
They don't.
They can probably.
They don't.
Dan Bryan's grammar is impeccable.
Yeah, they don't sit there and captivate the crowd with every single promo they do. Well, guess what? They brought the hammer on this one.
Of Thor, not just a regular hammer.
Like this is a baseball bat.
They said, "Hey Thor, can I borrow your hammer?" And Thor said, "No." And then they talked. They said, "Have my hammer."
Yeah, and then they gave him two.
And then
they both had hammers.
There's
hammers hit simultaneously.
Two. There isn't even another Thor hammer. There's only one. So let that sink in.
Yeah.
How did that happen? I don't know.
Either way.
But this segment was
Daniel Bryan
brought the hammer.
Like no one's business.
But so did John Cena. That's why they had to make two hammers.
Oh my gosh, I was in tears.
I know. He was going.
He was talking about what he does it for. They asked him what he do and who he do it for.
Why
come up with this stuff?
Up him in the studio?
Out at Raw,
Fair enough.
Yeah. Anyway, though, Daniel Bryan's talking about how he's a wrestler.
Yep.
And that's what he is. That's what he do. And at the end of the day, it's a wrestling company.
Mm-hmm.
And John Cena's like, you think you're the only person who cares about it? He goes, I can go through the list of names I've already beat. And then Daniel Bryan goes, you're discounting me. You have no idea how hungry your brother is.
Mm-hmm.
That brother was hungry.
He was hungry.
He was about as hungry as it gets. Keep it bent. It's bent hat day.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, this segment was going perfect, and then one man could take a perfect segment and take it into a... Hold on a second. Where's that fucking heart?
I think I threw it away and burnt it.
I'll find something.
So yeah, but I decided that I'm cheering for John Cena.
And as a Daniel Bryan fan, I'm cool with it. All right, here is from the book of Hemsley. Intermediate algebra. Oh gosh, this is radical equations. I'm not even going there.
It was almost worth it.
It's not. It's
But,
not. Ladies,
yeah.
ladies and gentlemen,
This promo sold whatever. Well, unless
we were gonna buy it
I
already.
mean they hardly talked about SummerSlam.
I don't know. Are they gonna fight soon? Or are they just talking because they just don't like each other?
I don't know. It's like one of those things where it's like
What's up?
the show sucks. I don't watch Raw. I just tweet about it.
I mean, if this
Which
happened,
is hard to do.
if this happened in the Tokyo Dome, I got 5 stars.
Oh, easy. Easy.
Real question is though, the Inoki slap is not going to be enough for Daniel Bryan to get the belt, and when he does,
I was so tight though.
yeah, when he wins it, is it going to be like the biggest circle jerk among
Yes,
wrestlers?
the internet.
Not even the internet, but wrestlers online? Are they all going to like?
Oh well, yeah.
This is their guy. I mean,
Yes.
as much as I want to say it's my guy, it's not my guy. It's Nigel McGuinness and people like that's guys. The guys who never got the opportunity that may very well could have.
Yeah.
The Japanese guys who couldn't speak English, all that.
They probably should have learned.
Yeah,
I
I think they were fine making their money in
yeah, but
Japan.
that freaking slap thing that made the whole thing because it totally flipped. It went from he was named John Cena named off all the guys he wanted. Daniel Bryan's like, you don't put me at the level of them. He's like John Cena's like, you're right. I don't, not yet. I can't do that. If you beat me, then you'll earn my respect. So it's Daniel Bryan talking down to, or John Cena talking about to Daniel Bryan. Then he flipped it simply by talking about the Japanese thing.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he's like, I would love to do that to you, but you don't deserve it. So all of a sudden it's like,
Yeah,
how that you could never, you don't picture in your mind Daniel Bryan talking down to John Cena, but he found a way to do it. So then John Cena's like,
and it was
he's like that tough
sense.
bully guy. He's like, no, slap me, I can do it. Like, you're not worth it. No, slap me, come on, right here. So John Cena got all fired up, like, what? I'm not good enough. So
He slapped him, and
and that's when the game came out. Yeah, of course. And then Orton comes out. Orton just ends. I said, best segment of all time.
Oh man,
That's gonna be so sick on Sunday.
What is SummerSlam even going to entail?
Great things.
One of the best days is.
This is. I'm more looking forward to this SummerSlam than like this. Feels like a big deal.
Yeah, it feels like a big 4.
It feels like the number 2 as it's supposed to be because you're like, oh my gosh, there's so many layers to this.
Yeah.
Like every match isn't like, top 5 dudes against each other, but it's like every match has a story. Damien Sandow, Cody Rhodes, story.
Yeah, great story.
Kane Bray Wyatt hasn't had very long story.
Yeah.
Punk Lesnar, Del Rio Christian's whatever, but it's it's Christian's doing his thing.
Yeah, that's going to start off the show.
Every match is just makes sense. It's all we ask for. It's all we ask for. It's not just 2 dudes fighting. It's like, oh, okay, I see why this is a big deal.
Yeah.
So yeah, looking forward to it. Second over, moving back. Fandango has a dance-off against R-Truth, and it doesn't go very well.
Not for Fandango.
Battle Royal, 20 dudes. Winner gets the U.S. title. Comes down to the final 3 of Mark Henry, Ryback, RVD. Those of you that Justin Gabriel in the office pool, he got eliminated first. I'd like to apologize.
He said that it would be.
And Heath Slater broke his streak of being the first eliminated in any Battle Royal, not being the Royal Rumble. So
tip of the hat to him.
Yeah, shout out to you. You asked a very long time actually, Heath Slater, before getting eliminated by the Great Khali.
And shout out to Rob Van Dam.
Yep.
Rob Van Dam slowly winning you over.
When he fights Del Rio, yes.
Well, I mean, think about it. You told me you're gonna hate the guy.
No, I don't hate him.
Yeah.
But you didn't end up hating The Rock either.
Exactly.
So there you go.
Exactly.
It's
just how it works.
Best of both worlds.
Twerk.
Yeah,
twerk,
think about that. Makes no sense.
Miley twerk.
So yeah, final Henry. Ryback gets eliminated to out of Henry and RVD. And RVD says, well, that maneuvers.
Yeah.
Mark Henry's eliminated.
Mark Henry says, hey, respect.
Mark Henry says, hey, you got you. All of a sudden, boom, Shield comes out, and we're like, oh, great, here we go. And then, the big show is going to be Mark Henry's tag team partner and fight for the belts, probably. Look forward to that. Then we get to the main event. Paul Heyman chilling. Brock Lesnar chilling. And they say, oh, you fell for it. CM Punk's not going to, if he comes out, he's going to get his crap kicked out. If he doesn't come out, he's going to disappoint all you. And we all know he's not going to do that because he has to be the hero. And so they're just like egging Punk on, like, come out. Finally,
out of nowhere,
brother with a camera.
Leo beats the crap out of him,
Drops Brock Lesnar with a camera.
Oh my god.
All of a sudden, Curtis Axel Oh, jeez. Bah! Curtis Axel down. GTS Curtis Axel stands there. Brock Lesnar just chilling at the bottom of the ring like shit. And then I don't know what Heyman did. Heyman got out of there like a smart man would, like a Tiger would. So then, boom, show ends. Build to SummerSlam. CM Punk standing triumphant. Brock Lesnar on the ground. Thank you, because I know what that means most likely.
It's not a matter if, but it matters when. At some point, Punk's got to get his hand on Heyman. I just want to see this 5 or 6 times.
Well,
I mean, 3. Let's go 3 times. I want 3 times. I'll be jealous.
I just hope.
I'll be envious. I'll be greedy.
I just hope Brock Lesnar wins.
I
love CM Punk.
That's the first one.
It's just when realism sets in, guys. It's just when realism sets in. If you look at those two dudes, like if you knew nothing about John Cena and Brock Lesnar, you just saw them as two dudes in a street fight, you could like realistically say, okay, that John Cena guy could put up a fight against that guy. Triple H, same thing. Just look at if you knew nothing, like these are just two random dudes. They're not Brock Lesnar and CM Punk. They're Paul Johnson and Carl Distropoulos standing on the street next to each other. You're thinking, dude with the dumb facial hair, you're gonna get your ass kicked. Yeah. You need to leave right now. That's what I'm saying. Unless it's some like outsmart witting way, that would make sense. But if he just like beats him,
or overly technical to the
no, not even that.
Okay, here's the only way I could see it. Brock Lesnar has been out for so long, and he's strong as he is, does not have the endurance. So Punk has to basically be like the smaller guy in the fight, and yeah, hit, strike, and move. He can't take the big hits. Mm-hmm. He's got to hit 3 or 4 moves for every single one Lesnar hits.
Yeah,
and I think they know that. They're not.
I hope so.
This isn't going to be Goldberg versus Brock. They're not going to be 3 moves and then Goldberg hits the jackhammer and wins.
Let's hope not. It's
going to be something along the lines. I mean, eventually, I think the end one's going to be Punk having to do something crazy to pull it out and win. Mm-hmm. I'm cool with that. At the end, but like you said, this first time though,
yeah,
you don't want to mess up the first.
You have to set the tone.
Yeah,
you can't. At some point, you got to realize what you brought Brock Lesnar back for, and it's WrestleMania big time matches. So while he's here, we all love CM Punk.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker or The Rock is going to be a bigger draw at WrestleMania 30 than whatever Punk's doing. That's just the reality of it. Whether people like it or not, that's what it is.
Could they possibly find a way to build Punk up to where they could roll this match out at the end of a 6-month-long feud at WrestleMania?
No.
That'd be tough. 8-month long. 8 months. There's no way they could build a feud for 8 months with involving the main event guys.
No, because we complain because we saw it already.
Yeah.
Everyone complained last year because they saw the matches just because your favorite guys in it. It's not the same thing.
Yeah. So, 4 months. That would be when Survivor Series is.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, 4 months of TLC. 3 months of Survivor Series. 3 months. What can they do in 3 months?
I'll tell you what they can do. Plenty.
A lot of stuff.
You can throw a football. Shout outs.
Dave made his first cameo on the show. What's up?
A lot of hoes out there.
Oh man.
So this match is gonna be live. That's all I'm about to say.
All I'm about to say is you can't even complain that you can't complain that the title at the WWE Championship is not ending the show.
No, because like we said, there's those matches
that transcend.
They're just bigger.
Yeah.
They're just bigger. Punk with that title reign escalated himself to where he's still maybe not, and that's not in their eyes to John Cena level.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when you look at the parts, John Cena and CM Punk are close enough. And no offense to Daniel Bryan, but when you look at the other two, Brock Lesnar has more drawing power than Daniel Bryan. So you have to put what's So it makes sense. It's not like, oh, Daniel Bryan, John Cena, that's stupid. No,
you can't put the cart before the horse.
Yeah, exactly. It's like John Cena versus Daniel Bryan main events most things.
Yeah, and that right there is what
good enough.
That's the horse. That's what's going to continue to pull the company forward.
Yeah.
But the cart, that's what people flock to. People don't go, wow, that's a nice horse. They go, wow, what's in the cart?
Exactly.
What am I paying for?
Uh-huh.
And that's what you need the horse for. Is because eventually that horse is what pulls better cards.
Exactly. That's what all the wrestlers like Ziggler and all those guys are talking about with The Rock coming back. They're like, yeah, does it piss me off that a part-time dude's coming back? Yeah. But do I understand it? Absolutely.
It's better.
people come to see The Rock, they see all the things leading up to it.
Yeah.
There's probably a ton of people that bought WrestleMania 29 and said, man, that Dolph Ziggler guy's pretty cool. CM Punk, who's this CM Punk dude almost beat The Undertaker?
That was awesome.
Like, come on. Like, you got to get the people there, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, okay.
That's right there is how my boy D. Bryan got up there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, I'm not going to sit here and try to say that they didn't think this guy was going to be a star from the jump. They gave him the star, as much as you guys want to hate it, they gave him the star treatment on NXT.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't run with it as well as he did later on. I mean, this stuff. He didn't really do anything in those first couple of years when he was having, you know, because what he was trying to do just didn't resonate.
Mm.
Now, though, what he's doing resonates.
Mm-hmm.
You found his niche.
It came completely full circle because when he first came in, he wanted to be that dude that was so much of a better wrestler than everybody that everyone loved him. That didn't really go over as well.
Yeah,
so he got his charisma, got all the people behind him, and now he says stuff that he was trying to get across back then, and now people are like, yeah, because they like him. Yeah. And he's already won them over, so now they're like, yeah, that's right.
It's a different foil, too. Like, you know, when Batman fights the Joker, it's a different fight than everything else. Think about it. Like that's why the Dark Knight is the best one of the trilogy. Mm-hmm. It had the best villain. It had the best battle between the two. Neither two wanted to kill each other. They just wanted to win. Uh-huh. You know, Ra's al Ghul was trying to kill the Batman. Yep. Bruce, whatever you want to call him. And then Bane was trying to fulfill the prophecy.
Oh, yes, he was. He was trying to fulfill the prophecy.
Oh, he lost it. Remember?
I don't know where Hood Bane is. When I find Bane, ooh.
But, you know, it's when you have the right guys to match up with guys, it makes sense. Whew. You look at 2 years ago, that was what Punk was the perfect foil to Steven. Mm-hmm. Right now, Punk's the perfect foil for Brock Lesnar. Yeah, the perfect foil for Punk. Ziggler is. Who's Ziggler's going to be? That's what you look at guys trying to make that next step. This is Daniel Bryan's next step. Mm-hmm. There is not a single person that's sitting here watching our review right now that can justify any rationale of why they should discount Daniel Bryan coming out better out of this.
Exactly.
He could lose in 10 minutes, but they're not going to lose in 10 minutes. No. Not this far. You don't take a guy this far. Already there. They just got to finish the set. Because when you everywhere. That's what the streets need. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But as much as that's what the streets need, this guy right here, he needs. Who's this? And that hurts to say because that's our dude. Mm-hmm. Got to though, and that's why that's the part that's kind of like I don't know. I don't know how to describe it because it's not like I feel sad about it. Because I know he's about to come out on top. That's how wrestling works. He's gonna come out on top eventually. He's gonna get his hands on Heyman. Great story ends. Mm-hmm. Make it a story worth watching. That's all I gotta say.
Absolutely.
Take us home.
I might rock this outfit all of the time now. Alright, folks, that was it. We'll probably not see you till Sunday. I'm not even going to act like we're going to do anything else. Anything else we do this week will be a bonus. Just look forward to Sunday. Boy!